Hey, how are you? Today we're making sloppy joes. Something you probably grew up on. I know I did. It's been pretty much a staple at most people's houses for many years. Kind of a retro, vintage kind of thing, but they're still delicious. So let's go ahead and make some. I have a pound of ground beef here that I've already browned with an onion, and I actually let it cook for a while because I don't really like hamburger that's just barely browned and then, you know, throw a jar of sauce on it or something and then serve it. I like the meat to be more tender, even though it's just hamburger. I still like it to taste like it's been slow cooked. So I actually did mine in the Instant Pot, so it's very tender. So we're going to start out with a small can of tomato sauce, a third of a cup of ketchup, about 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire, about 2 teaspoons of vinegar, I need a tablespoon of lemon, and I like real lemon juice. Then I've got a tablespoon of brown sugar. I've got 2 teaspoons of parsley. I'm gonna put a good pinch of salt in there, pepper, and that's everything. But like I said, I already cooked it with an onion, and then in my Instant Pot, I let it go for a while so it would be nice and tender. So really, I don't need to cook this for very long because it already cooked for quite some time in the Instant Pot. But I just put some brown sugar in there, so I want that to dissolve. So I'm going to let it go for maybe 5 minutes, and then it'll be ready to serve. You know, one of the things I've always liked to do with leftover sloppy joe meat, I don't know where I ever came up with this. I think I just tried it one time. I call it sloppy spaghetti. So if I have some leftover sloppy joe meat and everybody's tired of eating sloppy joes and we don't know what to do with it, but I don't want to waste it, I'll make some pasta of some sort, and then I'll take the sloppy joe meat and then I'll add like a little bit of jarred marinara sauce to it, or even you know, if you didn't have any of that and you had just like a can of tomato sauce, you could do that. I've even used condensed Campbell's tomato soup before to make kind of like a sauce, and just put it over the pasta, mix it up. You know, it could be macaroni, it's like beefaroni, but I just call it sloppy spaghetti because it's made with leftover sloppy joe meat, and I like it a lot. So sometimes I specifically have that in mind when I'm making the sloppy joes, like I'm looking forward to the sloppy spaghetti more than I'm looking forward to the sloppy joes. So I'm going to try to see if I can show these to you here. They sure smell good. Super easy recipe. I mean, I try to make my recipes be recipes with things that you would typically have at home. Like, you know, I don't always have fresh parsley at home. In fact, I never have fresh parsley unless I bought it specifically for a recipe. It's not something that I just buy and have handy because it would go to waste. So, but I always have dry parsley around, and it works well too. So when I make my recipes, I try to not make them full of too many things that have to send you to the store. Now, if you were a fan of green peppers, you could put green peppers in the sloppy joes. You would, when you're browning the meat and the onions, you could put some green peppers in there. I personally am not a fan of green peppers, but I know a lot of people are, and that would be just fine. Just dice them up small, like you dice up an onion, and put them in when you brown the meat. Okay, so these are done. I will go ahead and make one here. So I hope if you make this recipe, you enjoy it. And I appreciate you checking out my video. If you ever want to see any of my other videos or my other recipes, you can go to my website. It's rhondasthrifty.com. And on YouTube, I have quite a few other videos too. So check those out. And do me a favor, please hit like, follow, and subscribe. It's free for you, and it helps me to be able to make more videos. So thanks for making sloppy joes with me today, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.